I, for one, hesitate to call these weapons. Nah, man, these are devices of mass destruction, including your own. Hey guys, welcome back. As always, my name is Lazar, and today it's finally time to put up these two fantastic bows, one versus each other. We're talking about the Lenz versus the Kuva Bramma. And we're gonna start off on some, functionality tips and all whatnot. The Lenz, now, the two bows, well, a lot of players have called them similar because, hey, look, it does the same thing, it's an explosive bow and all whatnot, but they function very, very differently. First off, when it comes to the Lenz, this one upon impact, the arrow upon impact, will be generating this big 6-meter dome where you will get a guaranteed frost shock, as in a frost status proc, which will be slowing everybody within. Well, including yourself. But there is a way around this. Oh my god, I'm a potato, I shot myself. Roll out! Make like Optimus Prime and roll out of the frost shock. So yes, you can escape it if you're quick on your keyboard. So there you go. You do have like a second time to respond. If not, you're gonna be getting blown to Kingdom Come unless you have an invulnerable frame or something like a Revenant. Okay, after the big frost shock and all whatnot, the explosion is the primary source of damage. As you can see, it deals a whole lot in a pretty huge area. So the Lenz is a pretty impressive weapon, and a lot of players play with the Lenz until they blow themselves up at the wrong time, and then they're like, screw this weapon, I'm just gonna play with something else. Now, let's have a look at the Bramma. The Bramma is slightly different. Some people call the Bramma like a Lenz wannabe, but no, not a Lenz wannabe, a Zarr wannabe, and you'll see exactly why that is. Now you're going to be firing your arrows a whole lot faster than the Lenz. Here's one advantage it has. The Lenz has a charge rate of 1.2 seconds, is the highest of all bows by default, and the Bramma, without any fire rate mod on it, look at it. 0.4 seconds, a whole lot better than before. Upon impact, these arrows will be exploding, dealing damage to you. And they also will be spawning a whole lot of little bomblets, just like the Zarr. If you aim for the feet, you can try and control the bomblets, but they're less controllable than the ones on the Zarr. So bear that one in mind. Also, you can make fireworks. Okay, this is one big advantage, which is why this weapon wins always, because it can make fireworks. Now, BS aside, it deals a whole lot of damage. Believe it or not, even more damage than the actual Lenz. And the little bomblets don't deal any damage to you, okay? The main explosion does, the bomblets do not. I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not. And of course, both bows also have a third source of damage, the actual arrow hitting your target, but you're gonna aim for the feet, let's be honest, on that one. Now, time for a head-to-head comparison, my friends. Lenz versus Bramma. First off, accuracy 16.7. We don't care, we're gonna be using heavy caliber on both. Ideally, charge rate 0.4 versus 1.2. Now see, that's an issue with the Lenz. Not only is the charge rate that big, but also you gotta fully charge the weapon before you release a shot. There's no halfway shot or 3/4 shot or anything like that. You gotta hear the weapon go ching, and then you're able to fire. Critical chance in favor of the Lenz, the highest of all primary weapons in Warframe, 50%. But the Bramma is no slouch at 35% as well. 2.1 versus 2.0 crit multipliers, never mind about that. Magazine of 1, of course, noise alarming, reload 0.6. This represents the time it takes the Warframe to pull out another arrow from the quiver. Status chance, this is where like the Lenz simply gets murdered. 5% versus 21%. Now the Lenz does apply some status, my friends. The frost shock is guaranteed, and also the impact, the arrow physically hitting your target has a high chance of staggering your target. So there's that. When it comes to the impact damage, I vote we ignore this. Why? Why should we ignore this? Well, are you really gonna focus on your arrows hitting your targets? You're never gonna get this damage if they don't. You're just gonna go for the feet. So I say forget about this one entirely. And if you were to compare damage, blast versus blast and all whatnot, just add everything together, you will see that the Bramma deals a lot more damage than the Lenz, and you'll see in test this holds true as well. Not only it's 839 versus 700 or whatever this is, it's not even that, but Kuva weapons get bonus elemental damage depending on your progenitor. So let me show you my Bramma. This one is a 57%, if I'm not, yes, a 57% toxin roll, and I got 482.7 on top of the 839 blast. Okay, so when it comes to damage, the Bramma absolutely creams the Lenz. There's no two ways about it. One last thing which I wanted to point out and forgot, the area of the explosion, 7 meters for the Bramma, 6 meters for the Lenz. So bear that one in mind. Let's start off with the Lenz. I love the Lenz. Honestly, it's such a fun weapon, but again, I used it until I blew myself up at the wrong time, and then I was like, where's my rifle? Give me my rifle. So there's that. Standard build, this is basically what we're going to be doing. Why are you not using 60 mods instead of 90 mods? Are they not better? Yes, they are, but not in this case, because my base status chance is 5%. It's pointless. Go for the 90 mods in the case of the Lenz. Of course, we got a whole lot of damage duration and the heavy caliber multi-shot with split chamber. I would be using Vigilante armaments if I could, especially on these bows, but I can't because I need 2 elemental mods in this case to make my corrosive. Something that I don't need to do on a toxin roll Bramma, by the way. Okay, multi-shot is here, yes. Critical chance, critical damage is a must. Point strike, vital sense, and of course, Hunter Momo. Yeah, Hunter Momo. We gotta have it. In the Excellence mod slot, my friends, I would recommend Terminal Velocity with 60% projectile flight speed. It will help you land your arrows more consistently, better, and know what not. I should mention that Bane mods are worth using on a slash build, are worth using on a gas build more precisely if you got the Prime Bane mods. Here you go. Yeah, they're worth using. You're never gonna see me use them though. So there's that. We're gonna be spawning in the Corrupted Heavy Goons, my friends, level 120, the ever so lovely benchmark. And we're gonna go for in the middle of the road shot. 1, I'm gonna do 2. That's it, 2. Okay. Explosions galore, slashes galore everywhere. Take a look at that. Take a look. Oh, he's gone. She's gone. Killed. Absolutely beautiful. Fantastic performance out of the Lenz. But you guys knew this by now, didn't you? It's the Lenz, of course. It performs very, very well. Now, if the charge rate bothers you, you can play around with the build, my friends. You can get some fire rate up in there. By the way, link in the cards right now. If you guys want to see a full tutorial on the Lenz. It's made back in 2018, but everything I said back then still holds true today. So, there you go. Oh, did you notice something? Oh my god, Laser, you run out of ammo. That's right, because this weapon has a built-in mutation. See, I picked up some stuff. I got my ammo now. No problem whatsoever. Now, normal missions, you're not really gonna have any trouble with ammo. At least I didn't. I had trouble with, well, needing more revives, but there's that. Now, it's time, my friends, it's time for the Kuva Bramma. I love this thing. I love that I played with it a lot until I blew myself up and then I stopped so nobody can see how much of a potato I am. Now, the build will differ slightly, ever so slightly. We're not going to use 2 elemental mods on this one, because I don't need to. I already got toxin on the weapon, so with a single elemental mod, I'm going to be able to make corrosive. Not only that, I can use the 60/60s because the base status chance is not garbage on the Bramma. So instead of the another elemental mods, I use Vigilante armaments. You might say, hey, use this or use that, more critical chance, more critical damage. No. We're trying to be fair here, okay? So I'm not going to slap on Argon Scope. I'm not going to go with more critical damage. Besides, multi-shot on these weapons are prio number 1 on your Riven, my friends. We're going to go like this. Oh, not Vigilante supplies. Let's go with projectile flight speed, yeah? The Excellence mod slot, guys, by the way, projectile flight speed or Vigilante supplies, you can get your ammo from pads or whatever else. Level 120 Corrupted Heavy Goon once again, and we're gonna hit right in the middle. A single shot, my friends. There's the explosion, there's the slashes, and you will see that you can get a one-shot with this one. You can't really with the Lenz unless the planets align. Take a look at the health remaining on a whole lot of these targets, okay? What can I tell you? Pound for pound, the Bramma's more powerful. Okay, I'm sorry all you Lenz fans. I'm not trying to be a bad person about it, but it's simply stronger. It's just how it is. It's simply stronger from this point of view. That doesn't mean that the Lenz is not fantastic. Again, the functionality differentiates it a whole lot from the Bramma, and I would still use the Lenz. Now, there's one more thing that we need to talk about, my friends. We need to talk about Riven Disposition for these 2 glorious weapons. Now, the Bramma is a brand new weapon, right? And with all brand new weapons, oh, by the way, in the background, I'm just going back to the wiki because I want to check my data before giving it to you guys. Now, any brand new weapon in Warframe has 3 out of 5 Riven Disposition, and that is definitely worth using. But the prices on Bramma Rivens are stupid high. Did you guys see the prices on those? Fantastically high. Now, Lenz Rivens are not exactly super cheap, but they're a lot more affordable than Bramma Rivens, and the disposition is still 3 out of 5, 0.95 if I remember correct. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, 0.95, that is 3 out of 5. So, we're tied for Riven Disposition, but the price for the Bramma, because it's newer, okay, it's a whole lot more expensive. But as a bottom conclusion, pound for pound, the Bramma is a lot more powerful. It may be subjectively more ugly, but it also comes with fireworks, so there's also that. Let me know in the comment section down below which is your favorite. As always, my name has been Leyzar. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. If you got any sorts of feedback for me, I would love to read it in the comment section down below. If you put on terminal velocity on this one, you can't have fireworks anymore, by the way. You can also find me on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, all the usual places. And if you love the content, consider supporting us via Patreon. Until next time, my friends. Bye-bye.